The world mourns the loss of a spiritual leader, a beacon of hope and a champion of the marginalized. Pope Francis, the 266th pontiff of the Catholic Church, passed away on April 21, 2025 at the age of 88. His death, while not entirely unexpected given his recent health struggles, has left a void felt deeply by Catholics and non-Catholics alike. Pope Francis, born Jorge Mario Bergoglio in Buenos Aires, Argentina, led the Church with a humility and compassion that resonated far beyond the walls of the Vatican. His papacy, though shorter than many, was marked by a profound commitment to social justice, interfaith dialogue, and a more inclusive church. Throughout his tenure, he tirelessly advocated for the poor, the marginalized, and the forgotten. He challenged the powerful and comforted the vulnerable. His words and actions touched the hearts of millions, inspiring a generation to embrace compassion, love, and forgiveness. As we reflect on his life and legacy, we remember Pope Francis not just for his position, but for his profound humanity. His warmth, his humor, and his unwavering belief in the goodness of humanity left an enduring mark on the world. Before he donned the papal white, he was simply Jorge, a young boy from a working-class family in the vibrant neighborhood of Flores, Buenos Aires. Born on December 17, 1936, to Italian immigrant parents, Jorge's upbringing was humble. His father worked as a railway worker, and his mother dedicated herself to raising their 5 children. Young Jorge's life was filled with simple pleasures: the aroma of his mother's cooking, the camaraderie of neighborhood soccer games, and the vibrant rhythms of tango music. These formative experiences instilled in him a deep love for his homeland and a profound connection with everyday people. His path to the priesthood began unexpectedly. While studying to be a chemical technician, a simple visit to a church transformed his life. He felt a profound calling to serve God and entered the Society of Jesus, commonly known as the Jesuits, at the age of 21. Known for their intellectual rigor and commitment to social justice, the Jesuits proved a natural fit for the future pope. He excelled in his studies, earning a degree in philosophy and eventually becoming a professor of literature and psychology. His deep intellect, coupled with his innate empathy, formed the bedrock of his future ministry. On March 13, 2013, the world watched in awe as white smoke billowed from the chimney atop the Sistine Chapel. A new pope had been chosen, Cardinal Jorge Mario Bergoglio of Buenos Aires, who took the name Francis after Saint Francis of Assisi, the patron saint of the poor and animals. From the moment he stepped onto the balcony overlooking St. Peter's Square, it was clear that this was a different kind of pope. He shunned the traditional papal apartments, choosing to live in the more modest Casa Santa Marta. He embraced simplicity, often seen in his plain white cassock and black shoes. His papacy was characterized by a deep commitment to social justice and a more inclusive church. He challenged the world to confront climate change, calling it one of the principal challenges facing humanity in our day. He championed the rights of migrants and refugees, famously washing the feet of Muslim refugees on Holy Thursday 2016. Pope Francis actively sought dialogue with other faiths, building bridges of understanding and respect. He made historic visits to the Arabian Peninsula and Iraq, engaging in interfaith dialogue and promoting peace. His efforts to heal divisions within the Church were equally significant, as he reached out to marginalized groups, including the LGBTQ+ community, with compassion and understanding. His papacy was not without its challenges. He faced resistance from conservative factions within the Church, who opposed his calls for reform and a more inclusive approach. However, Pope Francis remained steadfast in his convictions, always emphasizing the importance of dialogue, mercy, and love. Throughout his papacy, Pope Francis battled various health issues. He suffered from chronic sciatica, a painful condition affecting the lower back and legs, which often caused him visible discomfort. Despite this, he maintained a grueling schedule, traveling extensively and engaging in demanding public appearances. In July 2021, he underwent surgery to address a painful bowel condition, spending 10 days in the hospital. His recovery was closely followed by the world, with messages of support pouring in from global leaders and ordinary citizens alike. His health challenges, however, did little to dampen his spirit. or deter him from his mission. He continued to advocate tirelessly for the poor, the marginalized, and the environment, urging action on climate change and calling for greater social justice. In early 2025, Pope Francis faced his most serious health scare yet. He was hospitalized with a life-threatening pneumonia and polymicrobial infection, requiring intensive care and oxygen support. The world held its breath, praying for his recovery. Despite the grim prognosis, Pope Francis rallied. He was released from the hospital on March 23, 2025, to the relief and joy of Catholics worldwide. While his doctors advised rest, his commitment to his flock remained undimmed. In a testament to his unwavering spirit, Pope Francis made a surprise appearance at Easter Mass on April 20, 2025. His frail frame, seated in the Pope-mobile, was a poignant reminder of his mortality. Yet his voice, though weakened, resonated with familiar warmth as he blessed the faithful gathered in St. Peter's Square. He spoke briefly, condemning the rising tide of anti-Semitism and expressing his sorrow over the escalating violence in Gaza. His words, imbued with a sense of urgency and compassion, served as a final plea for peace and understanding. That day, he also shared a private moment with US Vice President J.D. Vance, who had traveled to Rome to pay his respects. Their brief encounter, filled with mutual respect and admiration, underscored the global reach of Pope Francis's message of unity and hope. His final hours were spent in quiet contemplation, surrounded by his closest aides and medical staff. As his strength ebbed, he whispered his final words, a simple but profound thank you to his longtime nurse, a testament to his humility and gratitude. News of Pope Francis's passing swept across the globe, met with an outpouring of grief and tributes from world leaders, religious figures, and ordinary people touched by his life and teachings. Argentina, his homeland, declared 7 days of mourning, with flags flown at half-mast. President Alberto Fernandez, visibly moved, hailed Pope Francis as a moral leader, a defender of the poor, and a voice for peace. In a gesture rich with symbolism, France, a nation with a long and complex relationship with the Catholic Church, tolled the bells of Notre Dame Cathedral 88 times, once for each year of Pope Francis's life. Leaders from across the globe expressed their condolences. US President praised Pope Francis's unwavering commitment to social justice and his call for a more just and compassionate world. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak lauded his profound humility and compassion. Religious leaders from various faiths also paid tribute. The Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, called Pope Francis a prophet for our times, while the Dalai Lama praised his message of love, compassion, and interfaith understanding. As the world prepares to bid farewell to Pope Francis, his legacy will be one of profound love, unwavering humility, and enduring hope. He will be remembered as the Pope of the poor, a champion of the marginalized, and a tireless advocate for social justice. His papacy was a testament to the transformative power of compassion and dialogue. He broke down barriers, challenged the status quo, and urged the world to embrace a more just and equitable future. His legacy extends beyond his words. It is etched in the countless acts of kindness inspired by his example, in the renewed commitment to social justice, and in the ongoing dialogue between faiths. Pope Francis's life and teachings offer a roadmap for a better world, one where compassion triumphs over indifference, dialogue bridges divides, and hope illuminates even the darkest of times. His final resting place will be a reflection of his humility, a simple wooden casket in the Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore, a place of pilgrimage for centuries. The decision, devoid of pomp and grandeur, speaks volumes about the man who chose to lead by example, embracing simplicity and humility until his final breath. Though Pope Francis is gone, his spirit lives on. It lives on in the hearts of the millions he touched, in the echoes of his words, and in the ripple effect of his actions. His legacy is not confined to the annals of religious history. It is a living testament to the power of compassion, the importance of dialogue, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. As we navigate an increasingly uncertain world, let us carry forward his message of love, hope, and unity. Let us strive to build bridges of understanding, embrace our shared humanity, and work tirelessly for a more just and compassionate world. In the words of Pope Francis himself, let us not be afraid to be the church of the poor and for the poor. Let us go out into the streets and meet the wounded. Let us honor his memory by living his message.